Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Okay.
Yeah. So yesterday we have discussed about audit profile and transports. Okay. Today we'll discuss about some transport organizer tools. Okay. Transaction code SC03.
Okay.
So here, like if you want to find out transport requests, okay. So which you have used to transport a specific role. Okay. So for example, 6 months back you have transported one role to the production system. So now you want to know how many transport requests you have used to transport that particular object. So in that scenario, go to this search for objects in requests. Okay. So here we need to select ACGR. Here we need to select ACGR and select this. Here we can give the role name. Say for example, if we give any role name, so role _1. If we execute, see, we have created 3 transport requests. This is one, okay, and this is another transport request 98 and 239. So these are the for each transport request. This is what task ID. Okay. So here we have used 3 requests to transport that role. Okay. So in this first request we have transported that role, only single role. Okay. And the second request we have deleted that role. Okay. And we have used this transport request to send some uh, multiple roles. So in this way, you can find out the transport requests, okay, for a specific role. Okay. So here you can find out based on the owner. Owner means who released that role. Okay. That is owner, or here we can find out based on the date also. And in another way, see, if you want to find requests, okay, if you go to this find requests, say for example here,
Here you go back. Let me see the find request.
here, yeah, in the find requests, if you want to find out any task number, okay, how, like say for example, how many transport requests you have released, okay, how many transport requests you have still yet to release, okay, those you can see based on your user ID. So these are all you have created transport requests. Okay. So these many requests are created by your user ID, SAP user. Okay. So to find out how many requests have been created by a specific user ID, we can find out here. Okay. So like modifiable means not yet released. Our transport requests which are not yet released. Released means already released. Okay. So those requests we can find out based on this Status wise also we can find out the requests. So here based on date also we can find out requests. Okay. So this is SC03. Okay. So here we can find out the requests for objects, and if you want to find out requests for a specific user, we can find out. And SE06. So here like we can use this. This is the SE06. Here if you go to system change option, see global setting. If you in any client, see for example, now we are in 810 client. Okay. So here global setting means modifiable. So if it is modifiable, we can in the client we can change any object. Okay. In this client, if you change, if you setting like this not modifiable, we cannot change anything in the client. So if we give not modifiable and save, we cannot change anything in the system. Okay. So here we can change the system settings. Global means no object cannot be changed. Or otherwise here for component wise also we can do this modifiable or not modifiable. Okay. So customer namespace also. Okay. Customer name range modifiable or not modifiable. Customer name range means like if we have any object starts with Y or Z, those are customer name range. Okay. Those if you don't want to change customer name range objects, we can configure these objects as not modifiable. Okay. So like this, based on the naming convention also, we can change the setting for the client. Okay. So normally in the production system, we make it as not modifiable. So we cannot change anything in the production system, in the production client. Okay. This is SE06. In the same way, we do some client setting in SEC4. Here we can create clients in SEC4. If we go to any client, here we can perform the client settings. So if it is a development and quality, we allow changes for all client dependent objects, okay, automatic recording of changes. We allow changes to all client dependent objects, and here also same. We allow changes to all client independent objects also in development and quality system. If it is a production system, we don't allow any changes. We choose this no changes allowed, and here also cross client customizing not allowed. No changes to repository and cross client customizing objects if it is a production system. So like that, based on the system, we can change these client settings in SEC4. Okay. So in the same way, like there is one T code called SUPC. SUPC is a T code. Okay. If there are any roles which are having ungenerated profiles, okay, normally while creating role, we have to generate the profile. But if there is any role which is having ungenerated profile, here in SUPC we can generate all profiles for all the roles. We can generate mass generation of profiles for the roles. If we execute now, If there are any roles which are having not non-generated profiles, all those profiles will be generated. Select here generate automatically.
Quick question. So
Yeah.
the roles were created. The roles were created and the authorization were added, but they were not just generated. Is that correct?
Yes, yes. If any role by me intentionally or unintentionally, okay. So if you have non-generated profiles, those roles by importing SAP, you can generate profiles for all those roles. See, there are number of profiles. There are 1,997 roles are there. Okay. So all these 1,997 roles are having non-generated profiles. Okay. So if you want to generate profiles for those roles in the background or online, you can choose. So normally if there are many roles, we can generate profiles in background only. See, in the same way, normally once if we go to SC01 or PFCG, see once we assign any role to the user, okay, here we give the user ID, okay, and we do the user comparison, okay. To update user master records, we do this user comparison. So this user comparison also we can do manually, okay. Let's say 38. There is one program in SAP. The program name is PFCG underscore time underscore dependency. Okay. So there is one program PFCG underscore time underscore dependency. Okay. So in PFCG, if you click that user comparison button, at the background this program will be executed. So if you want to update user master records manually, okay, execute this program. So this means it is generating, it is updating all user master records. So it is still executing. So in the system, all user master records are updating. User currently does not exist. Okay. So here all user master records has been updated. So by executing this program, we can manually update the user master records. Okay. So we can also schedule this program as a background job. So normally we can schedule this program as a background job to run daily at 11:59 midnight. Okay. So that at the end of the day, this program will run. This program will run as a background job, and all user master records will be updated. So for that, normally in real time, we have to schedule this program as a periodic job. Okay, we have scheduled this as a background periodic job, so that daily this job will run at 11:59 p.m. and all user master records will be updated. Okay. So now we'll see how we can schedule background job for that program. Go to SM36, go to job wizard, click on continue, give a job name. So target server is optional. Click on continue. Above program step, continue. So here we have give that program name. The program name is PFCG underscore time underscore dependency. Click on continue. At a date and time, schedule start time 23 23, 59 minutes. 50 seconds. Okay. So daily at this time, this job will run on daily basis. Now we have defined a time and choose period. Continue. So we have to define it as a daily job. Choose daily and click on continue. So now this is the job name. This is the program start date and time at daily 23:59 50 seconds. So complete. If we go and check in SM37, go to SM37, execute. See, this is released status. Okay. So once the time is 11:59 50 seconds, so the work process will be assigned to this job. Okay, and the job will be processed. Okay. So this is how we can schedule background job for that PFCG underscore time underscore dependency. Okay. So in the same way, there is another T code PFUD. Like PFUD is another T code. So here, based on roles, we can update the user master records. Okay, if we give any role name here, so to whom this role has been assigned, for all those user master records will be updated here. Okay, PFUD here also, this is also nothing but executing PFC's underscore time underscore dependency program manually. Okay. So all user master record for all roles adjusted. If we don't give any role name here, so user master records for all roles will be updated. So this is the PFUD to update user master records. So here user master records for all roles adjusted. Okay. So in this way, we can update all user master records. So through SUPC, we can generate profiles for all roles. In PFUD, we can update all user master records. Okay. See, in SC16, we have discussed about some USR tables, right? All user related information stores in the
Yes.
USR table. Okay. In the same way, there is USH tables also. All USH tables stores change history of users. Okay. So USH02. Okay. Like if you give any user ID in this table, it display what are the changes happened to that user ID. Okay. All change history stores in this USH tables. So for example, user 02, user 02 is not there maybe. User D. See this user D created by this user ID on this date. Okay. And we have assigned SU01 T code to that user. Here we can check the initial password. Valid from valid through user type, user group, etc. User lock 0 means user not yet logged. Okay. So then again on the same date after 4 minutes, changed by the same user ID, same user ID. Okay, changed his password. Okay, the kernel. Okay, I think he changed his password. So here UESH table stores all change history of the users, and all AGR table stores this role information. Okay. Yeah, if there are any concepts, okay, we have missed in that contents. Other than these, any topics are there?
I don't know. There are just some things that I'm just saying that I'm not familiar with. I don't know if we have.
Okay. Uh,
Hold on one second. Let me see. They're just
I will check.
okay. Let me. There's this. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, yeah, I will check.
let me okay.
Let's see. User groups, software. Okay, and SUIM, SUPC, audit requirements. So USH tables. So I think we have to discuss this.
Huh? We have.
Yeah, we have to discuss SUIM.
Okay, can we just go through it and make see the ones that are remaining?
What is it?
Uh,
No.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Okay, let me see. There's. I'm not. I don't know if we have actually discussed all these concepts that I'm sending you right now. I'm sending it to you right now on Skype,
Okay.
and I'm not just. I correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe we have, maybe we've not, but they just don't sound. They don't look to me like we've done
Yeah,
so.
yeah. See, practical exercise means how to create roles, how to create single roles, composite roles, derived roles. You done that, right?
Okay. Okay, yeah, good. So adding missing authorization
Yeah.
objects.
In missing authorization, how to adding missing authorization objects. In SU53, once we find out missing authorizations, by using SUIM, we can find out the roles and we can add those. So missing authorizations are nothing but SU53. In SU53, we can find out the missing authorizations, right?
Have we done that?
Yeah, yeah. Have we done? We have done that.
Okay, good. Okay. What about inactivating authorization objects? We've done that.
See, inactivating authorization objects means in SU24, reorganizing authorization objects. Okay. Say for example, if you give any T code here, so SU24 T code, it contains all objects, right? Here. See, here there are many objects, but we can create authorizations for those who are which are having proposal status yes here. Okay. Here the one is having many objects. Okay. We can create authorization only for these objects having proposal status yes. So after proposal status yes only we can create authorizations. Okay. So inactivating authorization objects means, see, for example, here proposal status is yes, right? So we can make them as no. We can make it as no. That is inactivating authorization object. Once we inactivate any object, we have to send it to the production system. See, once we change the proposal status from yes to no, For that object, we no need to create authorization. So this is nothing but inactivating authorization objects.
Yeah. So how do we send it to the production system?
In development system, we do that, and the change will be transport to production. See, once we change it to no and save, system automatically assign it to one transport request. If we continue, that object is underscore TCLSB. For that object, we don't need to create authorization. So this is nothing but inactivating authorization objects. So based on the functional consultant input, we can inactivate authorization objects. So this is inactivating objects. Okay, and one more thing in SUIM. So in SUIM, you can compare users and roles also. Okay. So if you want to compare two users, you can compare here. So you can compare users. One user is having green, another user is having yellow, red. That means both users doesn't have same authorization. So both users doesn't have same authorizations. By comparing users, find out what are the common authorizations both users are having. In the same way, we can also compare roles. See, if you take role 1 and role 2, okay. So the both roles are having this object s underscore t code. S underscore t code object is having both roles, but with different values. Yellow means different values. So remaining all, okay. So each roles, these two roles are having different objects except the S underscore T code. Okay. The S underscore T code is having both roles but with different values.
I don't understand this screen.
See, this is the object and this is the role 1, this is the role 2. Okay. So these both roles are having same object S underscore T code. This is the common for both roles. Okay. But here it is showing yellow. That means both roles are having same object but with different values. Okay. This S underscore T code is having different value for role 1 and different value for this role 2. Okay. If both roles are having same values for this S underscore T code, it will display in green color here. Yellow means different values. Okay. So except the S underscore T code, there is no common T code between these two roles, right? This P underscore T code is role 1 is having, role 2 doesn't have that. S underscore develop is role 1 doesn't have, role 2 is having that. Okay. So common object is S underscore T code only. Okay. So in this way, we can compare users and the roles in SUIM. Can compare users, roles, okay. And here we can also find out change documents for users and for roles also. If you give any role name, if you make any changes to that role, so that will be displayed here under change documents. So there is no change. Okay, under SUIM T code. So we can compare users roles. We can find out change documents for users and roles. Okay. So here we can find out appropriate roles for the as per the missing authorizations. So here we can find out suitable roles as per missing authorizations. Okay. Yes. Is that okay, Ifi? Hello?
Can I send you some? Like I said, there are some things I'm not sure
Yeah.
if.
Are you sending any topics which you are?
Yeah, there are a couple of.
Yeah, yeah, you send. Okay.
Let me send them. I don't know if we've done them. These are just the ones I'm not sure about. So
Sure.
you can. I'm sure we've done some, but I'm not.
See, all these we just discussed now. PFCG time underscore dependency. Just before we have discussed it. User entry,
Which one?
distribute users into the notebook. See, already we have
Yeah, those are
discussed.
the. Sorry, say that again.
We have discussed all these topics. Today only we have discussed this PFCG underscore time underscore dependency. And just before we discussed this SU24. Okay. And this is SU16 and underscore tab underscore dependency. Through this object we can provide access to tables. Same. US underscore tab underscore DAS. SC16 SM30 SM30 are using same object. And continue review of usable tables consistently. That is USR and AGR review. Okay. And now we have discussed about client settings, client creation in SEC4, SE03 client transport organizer, system change option in SE06. Okay. So these are all we just discussed. SE54, like while discussing this table access, we have discussed this SE54. SE54 we can create customized table authorization. SAP template roles are SAP standard roles. Don't use SAP standard roles. By using SAP standard roles, we can use customized authorization. Use of SAP we just discussed to generate profiles for the roles. More generation of profiles for the roles. Use of OSS to report and search for the issues. And in online only, we can get these reports through OSS. Suppose we go to the official website, we can get the report. And use of SAP all SAP new. These are the default profiles. If we assign SAP all authorizations in the table in the system will be assigned to the user. And if we assign SAP new, if we create any new authorization, that will be assigned to the user automatically. This is use of SAP star and DDIC. These are the default usage. And we already discussed this user selecting phase or writing report system icon to find out list of users as per the application application server page. We have to execute this report. So active users to find out the active users in the system. We execute the report system.
This line is just breaking.
In SA38, we can execute these reports. RS, USR, these are all standard reports. So this is SUIM report only to find out all users. Okay, these are all users. Report 040 003 display profile parameters. Select profile parameters and 040. So this is also to find out objects. Go to class, we execute this report. Which objects in which class? To find out that, we execute that report. RSUSR check.
So what's the report for?
This is standard report only. RSUSR are standard reports. If we execute, some information will be given by the system. So here it displays authorization objects for the class. So here this is the authorization object. This object resides in this class. To find out which object in which class, we execute this report. To find out the class for the authorization object, we execute this report. Okay. Okay, Phil. So here, if you give RSUSR star, you can find out all the reports. So these are all standard reports. Okay. See, just to go through today's recording. Okay. The today class only we have covered all this time underscore dependency, 24, all this. All this
What is I have a question. What is SUPC and the DDIC?
just in just today class only I have discussed SUPC. Just to go through the recording. Okay.
Okay.
Today class only I have discussed SUPC.
And DDIC?
Yeah, see SUPC. like to generate profiles for all the roles.
Okay, okay.
So in today class only we have discussed this.
What about DDIC?
DDIC is like what you can say default user ID. SAP Star and DDIC are default users.
Oh,
In the first
okay.
class I have discussed about this. Once we install any SAP system, by default we get these default user IDs. Okay. By using these default user IDs only, we can log into system and we can create user IDs. These both are default users. Okay. So I already sent you document, right? ADM 940. Hello. Hello.
Hello, you said what?
Yeah, I already sent you one document, right? ADM 940.
To my, you sent to my email.
Yeah, yeah. Otherwise, again, I will send you today. The
What is that for?
so this is the document which contains all security related information.
Oh, okay, good, good, good. Okay.
Yeah. Just go through that document. See here we can generate all the profiles. Okay.
Okay. This document is good. Thanks.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So just go through the document and
Okay, awesome.
this recording. Okay. And
Okay, good. Thank you.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, thank you. Meet you tomorrow at same time. Okay.
Yes, same time. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.